All right, so today we worked on going from standard form to word form. And basically standard form is the normal way of reading a number, and word form, sorry for moving that, word form is when you basically write in words what that number is. And it's really kind of simple to go from standard form to word form. Whatever you read out loud, that's exactly what you would write in words. And when you're reading big numbers, you should have learned this from yesterday. You read it period by period. So if I was going to read this number, I'm going to say everything in this circle. So it says 65, but then I have to name the period that it's in. So this would be 65 million. Then I'd go over here to the thousands period and I would read everything in that circle. I would say 294 and then name the period, 1,000. And then I'd finish off with my last period and say 12. You never have to name that last period, that ones period. There's a place value big idea. Reading big numbers, each comma is a word. When you get to a comma, you know you need to say the word, the name of the period. Since there's no comma at the end of this, you don't need it. So word form is basically exactly what I would say out loud is exactly what I would type. So I'm going to start and I'm going to go back to that millions period. And it says 65. So I'm going to literally type that 65. And then I'm going to say the name of the period, which is million. Now there's two pieces of punctuation that we need to put in here. The first piece of punctuation that we need is because 65 is a two-digit number that is made up of two words, 65, I need to put a hyphen between it to connect them. So that's the first piece of punctuation. The second piece of punctuation that I'm going to put in is the same way that there is a comma here in the number. When I finish writing the word form of a number, I need to put a comma to say there's more to come because we're not done reading the number yet. We still have more periods to read. So I read this by saying 65 million and I typed 65 million, just like I said it. Now I'm going to go to our thousands period and I'm going to read the entire three-digit number there. The 294 says 294 and then I name the period 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and type that 294 and then I need to name the period 1,000. Now we need to talk about punctuation again. That 94 is a two-digit number that is made up of two words, 94. So again, I'm going to put the hyphen here and connect the 90 and the 4. And how about I spell 1,000 correctly? And because there's still another period left, I'm going to add that comma. Again, the comma means there's more coming. So now I'm going to go to my last period and it just says 12. So I'm going to go ahead and type 12. So when I check my answer, I am simply going to make sure that it's a perfect match. I'm going to read it again and I'm going to highlight it as I go. 65 million, perfect match. 294,000, 294,000, perfect match. Ending with 12, ending with 12. So it's a perfect match. Let's take a look at this one. If I read the entire number all together, it says 9,102,478. 9,102,478. So now when I type this, get a little bigger font here going so you can see it. I'm literally going to type exactly what I just said, starting with that millions period. So I'm going to type 9 million. Now, I don't need a hyphen because there isn't a two-digit number. There's only one digit there. But I do need a comma. Again, commas mean there's more coming. And we do have more to go with. The next one said 102,000. I'm going to type 102,000. And I don't need a hyphen, and I don't need a hyphen because 2, this 02 is not a two-digit number. It's just 2. But I do need a comma because there's more to come. And the next part says 478, 478. And here I do need a hyphen because 78 is a two-digit number and it's made up of two words, 70 and 8. So I'm going to connect those two words with a hyphen. Now, I do not, sorry, my nose itches. I do not need a comma because a comma means there's more, but we're done. So when I read it, it needs to be a perfect match. 9 million. 9 million. Perfect. 102,000. 102,000. Awesome. 478. 478. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's go ahead and look at this one. When I read this out loud, it says, get some big font here, period by period, 12 million. I don't have to say anything. There's nothing in the thousands period, so I can actually skip it, which is really nice. I'm going to end with 229. So I'm going to go ahead and type exactly what I said, 12 million. 12 million. And if you look, 12 is a 2-digit number, but it's only made of one word, so I don't need a hyphen. But I do need a comma because there's more coming. I don't need to say anything here because I don't have any thousands, but I do have 229. And if you think about, do I need a hyphen? Well, 29 is 2 digits, 2 and 9, and it's 2 words, 20 and 9. So I need to connect that with a hyphen. I do not need a comma because there's nothing more coming after. All right, so I'm going to show you one more here. Get some nice big font for you to see. And we're going to go period by period. I'm just going to write it exactly as I see it. 13 billion, 5,901,229. And I'm going to write just what I said. 13 billion. That B stands for billion, comma, because there's more coming. I don't need a hyphen because 13 is one word. I don't have to connect any words. The next one says 5 million. So I'm just going to type 5 million, comma, because there's more coming. The next one says 901,000. I have to name the period. 901,000, comma, because there's more to come. 229. 229. I read the number back and it should match perfectly. 13 billion. 13 billion. Perfect match. 5 million. There's the next period. 5 million. Awesome. 901,000. And so many kids forget the word thousand. Make sure you're naming that period. 901. Oops, sorry about that. And 229. 229. Perfect match. So what you're going to do next is, let me see if I can't find it. You're going to have an activity called lottery. And one of the main reasons we write numbers in word form is that when we're writing a check, we have to write the amount in standard form for the bank to see, but we also need to clarify what that number is and set it in stone in word form. So what you're going to do is you are going to practice writing big numbers in word form by assuming that you won the lottery. And you can see all of these different houses here are all houses that you have now decided to buy. What I would like you to do is I would like you to, down below, you can see here the speaker notes. When you get this and open up your document that's going to be called lottery, what I would like you to do is pick 5. Where's my fan? 5. You can pick your 5 favorite houses. You can see the cost of the house right here, but down below, let me get rid of that bar there. Down below here in the speaker notes, I would like you to type out that number in word form. All right. And you're going to turn that in to me. So this will be made an assignment. You need to hit turn in when you're done. All right. So that's your job. 5 in word form down at the bottom. That is a perfect match to that cost of your 5 favorite houses. All right. Hopefully that makes some sense and enjoy.